So the first thing we see is Newcastle have won only one game whilst playing home, whilst Nottingham Forest have not won any games playing away. In terms of points, they have very similar points, 5 points and 6 points. At the bottom of the league table, in terms of scoring goals, they're very poor at scoring goals. Newcastle only 2, Nottingham Forest 1 in the past 3 games. Nottingham Forest, on the other hand, they've been conceding a lot. They've conceded 5 versus 2 for Newcastle. So if we quickly look at Newcastle, we can see every time they play, they lost 2-1 against Arsenal yesterday, playing home. They've won against Wolves and they've lost against Liverpool. So they've actually had a tough game so far. So overall, so they've only generated 3 points playing home. They've conceded 5 times at home and they scored 4 times at home. I won't look at the away record because they're not playing away. But on the other hand, they are playing against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest away, on the other hand, they drew against Burnley recently. They lost against Arsenal 3-0 and they've drew against Crystal Palace. So no, not amazing. They've only generated 2 points. They've conceded 5 goals away and they've only scored 2 goals. So both teams are not exactly teams are in high form. If we look at the players, and Newcastle generated 39 points in total last game week. Walter Maid, did he score? I didn't even watch that match. He scored 1 goal. He played 66 minutes, 1 bonus point. Tonali, he assisted the goal. And Livramento, he got a clean sheet. Okay, so he left the pitch before they conceded. Yeah, so he managed to get his 6 points. Nothing amazing. If we look at overall performance of Newcastle players, the top player for Newcastle is Livramento with 37 points, 6. And then it's Burn. He got 0 points. I left him on my team. And Gabriel on bench. So the top players is Livramento and Pope actually. Pope is doing well. And then if we look at Nottingham Forest, best performers in Nottingham Forest is Wood with 22 points. You can see although he's got 22 points, he only had a solid game week 1. The rest of the games have been extremely poor, blanking. And same with Dan Ndoye. First 2 game weeks he did okay and the rest were kind of blanks. So if we look at DEFCON points, maybe let's see DEFCON and just select on Nottingham Forest and Newcastle. Okay, Anderson with 6 DEFCON points. He had DEFCON points last 3 games in a row, but overall his point tally, you can see, is not amazing. So, but on the other hand, if we look at attacking returns, Newcastle and Nottingham Forest, you can clearly see there's no clear champion of attackers. Everyone's got either 1 or 2 attacking returns. Bonus points, Nottingham Forest and Newcastle 4. Yeah, not bad. So okay, so to summarize this game, I would personally put my Newcastle defenders. I'm going to predict Newcastle to have a clean sheet. Nottingham Forest unable to score purely because of their record so far, and Newcastle potentially might win this. And if there is a person who's going to score for Newcastle, it would be Walter Maid. He's most likely to score for Newcastle. That's my summary for Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest.